I'd like to talk about a Flatwoods monster. That's correct, Flatwood monster from Flatwoods, West Virginia. Sighting occurred back in 1952. It was a nice September evening, mid-September, enjoying some of the Indian summer kind of weather. And since it was such a beautiful night, we had about 7 people there on the elementary school lawn, and they were having a good time playing. And something that very few people, in fact, in the entire world, have ever seen. Extremely bright light streaked across the sky overhead. Bright, and unbelievably bright light, lighting up the atmosphere around it. Now, this light appeared to crash into the middle of a hillside. It looked like it was back near one of their neighbors' farms. So the young boys ran to get their mother, let them know what had happened. And the mother decided she would go along with them to find out exactly what was going on here. What could they have seen? Mother also called a friend, a National Guardsman, and they got the family dog, and his whole crew went out to see exactly what happened. So it was an uphill climb, not the worst uphill climb, but a little bit daunting. They climbed up the hill. When they reached the site of the crash, they saw a pulsating kind of red light. Now, the one person shined their flashlight up the hill, and what they saw was something that just sent chills down all of their bodies. They saw what would look like a 10-foot tall creature. Now, this creature had a head shaped like a spade. It looked like it had on some kind of dark metal armor or something. The hands were twisted, they were clawed. What looked like possibly was its eyes were glowing an eerie orange color. And this strange beast seemed to be able to levitate off the ground. Now, around the area of the crash there was a sickening mist that hung in the air. The creature did not like being observed. The creature began to hiss and started to glide toward the witnesses. That was enough to make the witnesses call it a night. They fled in terror. They fled faster than they ever thought they could move. The members made it to safety. Unfortunately, some of them were so upset they had to go get physicians' help. They were suffering from throat irritation, vomiting, nausea, and this lasted for days. The doctors were passing off these as side effects of hysteria. No one knew exactly what caused this strange ailment of these people. They have another sighting that they call the Flatwoods ground pounder. Now, this creature was seen on a neighbor's farm. The neighbor claimed to have seen the monster while he was walking through the woods near their home. Now, they were walking to a store. Now, the road that the cars were traveling was kind of rough and windy and turny, and so they took the most direct route to the store through the woods. Now, they were about a half a mile into this trip when they noticed a ball of fire on one of the hills that they were passing. One of them kind of wrote it off as one of the neighbors perhaps having a bonfire. But then the person looked back. The fire had vanished. But where the fire was, there was a strange silhouette of a man-shaped figure. They decided, very good idea, to step up their pace and get out of there. They ran, they zigzagged between rocks and boulders, anything to be sure that they could escape whatever strange creature this was. And there was another occurrence there in Flatwoods. Occurred in a place called Strange Creek, which is about 20 miles south of Flatwoods. The fellow and his son, they were driving through a rural area, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this car just stops. So the gentleman gets out and he tries to restart this car, but he just can't get it going. Now, it's nighttime. He's got a child in the car, he's got a car that won't go, and he's really in a pickle as to what to do. While he was deciding what to do, he noticed a strange smell was filling the air. Well, the baby in the car began to cry. Then they saw a strange bright light in the darkness. And then they saw what looked like a 10-foot creature. A 10-foot creature hovering in front of their car. Now, this creature looked like it was reptilian, it was bony, it was nasty, and horrible. One of the worst things they had ever seen in their life. The creature approached the car and kind of scraped the hood of the car with his hands. And then slowly, keeping an eye on the people, made his way into the woods, kind of saying, "Don't follow." Amazingly enough, though, as soon as that monster was out of sight, the car started right away. Well, they didn't have to persuade the driver to pick up the speed and get out of there, so they left that area quite scared but unhurt. It appears to me that whatever creature or being visited the Flatwood area surveyed the area thoroughly and decided it was time to move on. There really wasn't anything there to keep them there, because that creature appeared to disappear after that. It did not disappear from the minds and the dreams of those people that had seen it. Those dreams will haunt them forever. But that's it right now for the Flatwoods Monsters. If you would happen to decide to go camping in that Flatwoods area, I would definitely keep my eyes wide open. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share with like-minded friends, and feel free to leave a comment. Thank you very much. Take care, everybody.